Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another tutorial from your boy Hunter. Now I'm gonna show you a few settings you can use to actually increase or decrease the file size and keep quality while decreasing actually the file size of your recording. So this is going to be an OBS tutorial. Now I've got two games playing here side by side, so I'm gonna play them both and you're gonna decide which one is CQP and which one is CBR. Can you see any difference in quality? Remember, both of these are about 10 minutes each. One is a little longer than the other, but not a lot, but 10 minutes each. That's about what we're looking for. Can you see any difference in quality? Now, which one would you say is CBR and which one is CQP? I'll pause this one real quickly so I can actually get this one in the water area. Or was it? So you can actually see if there's any difference between, well, maybe it's over here. Here we go. Alright, so see if you can see any difference. It's only the time difference, but did you see that? So, is there any difference in quality? I don't see any difference. Remember, this one is blurred out now. Something like that. So, what's the difference? I don't see a difference. Now I'm going to show you the difference. I'll go to my recordings. Now the first test I did it with CBR. Now that's going to be test 1. Let's go to test 1. Now this is test 1. So let's close this down. Test 1. And test 2. So you don't see any difference in quality, do you? But there's just one difference. The first test, my file size was about 696 for 10 minutes. That's CBR. Now let's see CQP, the file size on CQP. 5 gig for 10 minutes. Why you should never use CQP to record your gaming videos, people. YouTube only allows about, I think it's 125 gig to be uploaded. Anything higher than that, you won't be able to upload it. I'm sorry. Maybe if you live stream it, yeah, this should work. But for recording, no. I'm going to show you the settings for this. Now I'm going to go to my settings. Now first off, you are going to have to go to advanced and set the general process priority to above normal. Alright. And you can show active output warnings on exit, that doesn't matter. Now video. My video quality is 1080p by 1080p. That's my monitor size. Alright, and then we go ahead to output. Now, there's a recording video, not a streaming video. Now, I don't think I can do this, but I can do this. so you can see a little better what I'm talking about. Let's get this over here and drag this over. All right, so the settings I'm using, if you use CQP at level 18, the higher the less quality, the lower file size, but you're gonna lose a lot of damn quality. Now if you use CBR, and I'm using 9000 kbs, if you go lower than that, you're gonna get like a pixelated recording, but you're gonna have better file size. The file size will go down even more. So even if I have to bring this down to even how should I explain this, if I even have to bring this down to, let's say 10, well 5 or so, if you use 5000, you're gonna get a little bit more of a blocky pixelated thing. But using CBR to record, I think I can actually do that, because now I was recording in CQP. But the main idea is to get a lower file size, have a longer recording without losing quality. What I'm talking about quality, look at the quality of what you see here. Now CBR actually lowers the file size, but the lower this goes, the lower the file size will go. So if you go like, let's say 6000, that should also work. But about 9000 or 8000 even might work. So 8000, I can even go lower, 7000. This should also work. You should get a nice quality size. Now I did it on 10,000. I got basically the same results as CQP. So I started lowering it until I found something that actually works. Now I think this could work. This file size could work. So I'm gonna hit cancel, and I'm gonna open up that again. File, show recordings. No, settings. But right now I actually did change something I was not supposed to change. So you can see CBR, I didn't actually save that. Okay, so about 6000 to 7000 should work. But I think about 6000 is a good spot. So you're gonna have to mess around with the bitrate right here to see what your file size is before you start playing your game, before you start recording. Because if you go over the file size, yeah, YouTube is going to fuck you up, people. They're gonna fuck you up. Alright, so here I'm using 9000. Why am I using 9000? Okay, 9000 is also a good spot, but for streaming I would really recommend, if you're using CQP, get rid of it please, and go a little lower on this. I mean, I'm still getting a good quality out of this. Keyframe interval for streaming, you don't need to mess around with this. You can try and mess around with this. If you're getting like a laggy stream, you can always reduce this. So go 3, 2, 1. If it's fine, you can actually go even higher. Now I would recommend sticking with low good quality, slow good quality. Alright, then set the tuning to high quality, or you can even try low latency. If you're streaming, you can even try ultra low latency while you're streaming. But for recording, I wouldn't recommend messing around with those settings. So again, right there you get the same thing. Profile high quality, ultra low latency. That's gonna give you a smaller size, and yeah, you're gonna get less lag, but yeah, it's not gonna work like you want it to. It's not gonna give you the file size you're looking for. I just showed you the difference between CQP and CBR. Now you can try and copy my settings. Might work for you. I'm gonna start at the top. Advanced. Make sure to set this above normal. Do not go high, just above normal. That's going to reduce lag in your recordings. Alright, in video, your screen size, the output size is basically what you want the thing to be. So if you want it on 2K or anything like that, my monitor does not go up to 2K. But just be careful, because if you go even higher, you're going to get a bigger file size, and also you're going to get a little bit more lags. So be careful with this. So 1080p works perfectly. All right, now we go to the output and recording. Now I'm using MKV. MKV also reduces file size. And also, if the recording crashes or anything like that, I can just continue on with a new recording. Well, not a new recording, just from where I actually left off with that recording, and just remix them together, and they will actually work as an MP4 after that. So remixing is basically, yeah, if you actually do a custom mixer set or a output scale. No, don't mess with the output scale, but I don't know why it is disabled. Alright, but remixing, you can set it to auto remix, auto file splitting if you want to split the file. So if you just afraid, okay, now this thing is going to go way too high, so you want to split it at 50 gig or 100 gig, and it's going to split it up, and you can just upload the files like that, and you just notify your viewers, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Anyway, that happened with me while I was using CQP. Yeah, CQP, my Doom game. Remember, I actually did play Doom with the the file size of the first video was 120 gig. The other one was maybe 5 gig or so. So I didn't want to have that happening again, so I started messing around with the settings, and I came up with this. So CQP about 7 to 9,000. Don't even mess with this. High quality, 2-pass quarter resolution, profile high. And remember to set the priority in OBS to high or above normal, not too high. If you go even higher than above normal, is going to mess around with your system. Yeah, it's gonna lag. But I just showed you exactly, I'm gonna have to apply that, exactly what my settings are. I mean, these are the settings I'm using to record. You can actually upload a MKV file to YouTube. You don't have to worry about remixing it or changing it. If you want to edit it, you can remix it to MP4, and you can use the editing software to edit. I don't edit, I just upload it. I mean, I'm just playing and I upload the videos. That's it. If you're wondering about audio, yeah, everything is set to default. I didn't change any of this. I don't need to change any of this. Right, so talking about filters now, I'm using a crappy microphone and my voice still sounds good. Noise suppression, gain, 3-band equalizer. I don't need this one. I can delete this one because it doesn't work. And a limiter. Now the limiter actually works like a, so let's say if I keep talking, you can hear actually less and less and less and less and less. So you're gonna find a spot where it just goes up to the red. If it goes harder than the red, that you might actually blow out your freaking yeah, if you actually had to scream, you see, you can blow out your viewers' ears with that. Now you can do the same with your recording audio, but I wouldn't recommend that, because then it's going to fuck around with your system. Well, not with your system, but yeah. So you just want to get it to about there, and if you see, okay, now it's going a little too high, you can just bring it down a little bit until you find that sweet spot you need. But I just go all the way up. I mean, seriously. Now that's not an audio recording, this is an OBS Studio file size reduction video. and I actually gave you the proof that actually CQP is don't use CQP, use CBR. Straightforward CBR properties on 10 minutes, CQP on 10 minutes. Side by side. Look at that. Both of them are about 10 minutes long. I think the CBR, or yeah, that's actually look at that. Look at that. Both of them in MKV. But look at the file size. You can see the file size difference. This was 10 minutes, this was 10 minutes. I get on 10 minutes with CBR 6 what? On disk size. Okay, so I just want to do that. Get this out of my face. Now you can see the bytes it uses. So in bytes, look at this. So this means it's 5 fucking gig for 10 minutes. Why would you want to have that? Unless you're doing like a 10-minute video or maybe like a 20-minute video, you can actually do that. So let's say you recording something half an hour long, that might give you a large file size, people. But quality, okay, the quality wasn't too bad, but I didn't get any problems with this one. I mean, I've got a lower file size, but I'm keeping my quality. So yeah, I think the results speak for themselves. So do me a favor and use those settings, people. I know most of you are like, nah, you're talking shit. If you tell me I'm talking shit, there is your fucking proof. They both look exactly the bloody same. Test 1. I'm gonna do this again. Test 2. Come on, why are you doing this? Oh no, I actually have to open up the thing again. Piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off. Okay, so that's test 2. There should be test 1. Now, why is my mouse fucking around again? Do you see any difference in files in quality? Do you see any difference in quality? The left side is CBR, the right side is CQP. So there is your proof. Using CBR with a low bitrate, or even just below 10,000 bitrate, would actually give you a good quality and a low file size. I mean, 5 gig for 10 minutes, good god. Who thought of that? So there you go. That's your proof that it actually works perfectly. There's your proof that you can actually reduce your file size with CBR instead of CQP. CQP, get rid of that shit immediately. Alright? Even when you do like a live stream, do not use CQP. If you want, you can use it, but I mean seriously, you can actually use these settings for CBR and it should work. I mean, why struggle? Why struggle? Work smarter, not harder. Ever heard of that saying? So yeah, I hope you found this useful. If you found it useful, give me a like and hit the subscribe button. If you didn't like it, dislike it, I don't care. You can see my CPU is actually running at 4.9 and I'm still recording, people. So just do it, please. So thanks for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day.